So I don't know how far we're going to get in the next journey, trial. I'm hoping we at least get to finish the first trial. That's my hope, at least. God, you've disgraced me for the last time, so Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. The moon? No, it is you who shall gaze upon the moon, for which will be the last moon you ever see. Things have been going well. See you. Oh, I've been busy with school, so I've had to change times for when I stream and whatnot. For a star goes in moonlight, what has fallen but two? Only the moon knows. Don't miss this week's next side episode. The Dark Messenger returns. Yes, you get to enjoy my lovely voice acting. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright and Cola offices. Yes, I got a haircut. I've been needing one for so long. I think I got it a month ago, maybe less than that. That rocked! You and hell, evil man. Oh, heck. Should've said, whoa, stop waving that broom around. Hi, Nick. I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? It might have been? That feels so long since you've been here. It doesn't feel like it should have been that long. He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17! That's 17, see? I'm 18. Not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 27 myself. Yeah, it's so unbelievable that we're almost to October. Like, August and September has flown by so fast. Then watch it with me. He's cool and really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was number one. I'm really worried about kids these days. Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai is over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. But she has some clients. I don't, like, go all out for Halloween, but I do enjoy celebrating it. I'm not, like, the entire front... I'm not the type of person who has, like, the entire front yard covered with decorations and whatnot. But I do tend to dress up for Halloween. Miles Murr was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright and Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? Well, something tells me something's gonna happen soon, Phoenix. It will be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Ooh, I do love good pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. Those are good. October 6th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy on that TV show? Yeah. Ooh, that sucks. But yeah, it's basically sort of like pumpkin bread, but in the form of a cookie that has chocolate chips in it. It's so delicious. I haven't had one in years, but I really enjoy it. Huh? You mean that guy on the show? Yes! They're saying that Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? True. Chocolate is really good. Yes! Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with a samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick, please, Nick, and I'll explain everything to you, even though the stuff you don't really understand. I don't know. I'm not honestly sure. I think they might be. I've never really been able to tell. October 6th, 9:22 a.m., Wright & Co. law offices. Mia's here watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show, The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Old Day of Tokyo. Oh gosh. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who played the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was still found inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The Steel Samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating them further. This has to be a joke. No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The war is over. And now the phone's ringing. Yes, practical offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Are you even gonna tell me what he said to you on the phone at all, Mia? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. Fine. Any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. I mean, you're not wrong. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai so I can get his autograph. So I can help him prove that he's not innocent. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. Okay, I don't have anything. Then we'll move to the detention center. October 6th, detention center, visitor's room. Wow, I was not expecting him to look like that. What's wrong, man? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Well, Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. But he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. Whoa. What are you saying? Yeah, yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I agree. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh! I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. I know, right? Yes, my client is. As you can see, Your Honor, my client is innocent. I'm not entirely sure. I definitely think he's innocent. What? Nick! What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. You were just saying he was guilty 20 seconds ago. Yeah, he didn't do it. Oh my gosh. Hi. So we'll talk about the Steel Samurai. Maybe you can explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is? Nick, how could you say such a thing? Well, I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Could be bipolar, who knows? Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Old Tokyo. What does... He walks the streets. No, I'm trying to sound... I don't know why, but he reminds me so much of Wolverine. I can't think of what Wolverine's voice sounds like right now in my head to give him that voice. Because that's the voice I want to give him now. Fight in battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions, bub. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, bub. Although... I've never played with those early 8-bit or fighter game guys, so I wouldn't know. I mean, again, this is my first time, ever playing Phoenix Wright series, so I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Old Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? Sometimes you just put words together and hope they sound like a name. Doesn't always work, though. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened? Yes, of course. No problem, bub. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. So are you terrible at time? The cast had come down to the Global Studios for a run-through. We went for a few action sequences at 10 that morning, bub. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon, bub. But when 5 came around, the staff gathered at the studio. The evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Oh wow, they took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He'd been accidentally skewered with the samurai spear, bub. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon, bub. I can see it. I see. That's fair. That's fair. I've only found out about this game through someone who was streaming it, so. Power Salva. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired, bub. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room, bub. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal, bub. Which is why I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked, bub. They arrived on the spot and brought me here, bub. So we sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think, Sniff? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map, bub. Wow, Nick, let's go! True. Yeah, definitely. I get that. I totally get that. Like, again, this is how I got into this game. Honestly, any game I have on my Switch, I've heard through different streamers. That's how I got into Fire Emblem Three Houses. I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Cool. We're gonna move. This is gonna be interesting. October 6th, Global Studios main gate. Wow, so this is where they make the Stone Samurai show! Awesome, aren't you excited? Hey, you there! You want to go in, you gotta go through me! Oh, so sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. It's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident that came to snoop around. Yes, today. There's something horrible. I can't even read what she's saying. But the hippie clothes were used. Nick? Well, I grew up to be like her. Please say no. I don't know, it's possible. Hey! Listen to when you're being spoken to. Use today. We'll talk about the studios. So, what do you do here at the studios? She just told us, Phoenix. Were you not listening at all to what she said? I know it went by on the screen really fast, but... At Global Studio. Oh, he wants to know about what the studios does, not her being the security. I see. My misunderstanding. At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. How happy I am that the children are getting their dreams. I couldn't care less. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago, now that was the studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then. He was. Hammer? The victim, dummy! The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing in villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. I mean, I've heard that some voice actors and actors really enjoy playing the villain because they can do really fun things with the villain rather than the hero. Tell us about about Will Powers, will you? What can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You won't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought the big Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers, of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. Great. Tell us your reason for suspicion. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was. So you never went inside? I was here from 1 in the morning to the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place to the left here. Yeah, I definitely feel so too. Maybe that's the case. Because if they're not letting you freestyle on your role or allowing you to improvise, you might not have less fun. I can see that as well. Left there. So if you want to go to the studio, you'll have to pass by me. Only one person went by there between 1 and 12:03 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers. Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers said he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Okay? Do you mean the English biscuits or the American biscuits? What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew! Jack Hammer will live on as many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. How many Samurai series do they make in this universe? Yeah. I could see that. At one point I wanted to be an actor, but I didn't think it would work out well for me, but I'm fine with writing stories that actors could later on perform. I just enjoy creating stories much more than I do participating in them. Not that they're not fun, I enjoy good role-playing and whatnot. I just enjoy writing a bunch of stories. Should I have heard of that? But there was another incident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Oh yeah, definitely wouldn't mind being a screenwriter. Yes, I do believe that is the proper name. Unless I am somehow mistaken. Reduced to playing a villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. Isn't that to make you cry? Pretty sure that's illegal to pay someone in peanuts. But we'll go with that. I'm sure it would be very stressing. Nope, I don't want that. Is it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me what's her request. And maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. Yeah. So if I... And they could just magically transform to look like a human. What's that? You're giving that to me? Absolutely not. Okay, fine. We're gonna move and head to the detention center. Hello! How was the studio, bub? They all think I did it, don't they, bub? No! Isn't that right, Nick? Right, no, at worst, you're a suspect. Your alibi. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? Because my best friend Larry did that in one of the cases, and it was a real disaster. Honestly, I'm surprised he managed to get off. So please, be honest with me. What? No, I'd never do that. Honest, bub. Earlier he said that you're sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise, bub. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this bar business. I need every advantage I can get. Yep. We're looking for the Ice Phoenix. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I'm sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. Maybe the murderer dressed up as the Steel Samurai Phoenix. Not that hard to put two and two together. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady. Yeah, she's real uptight, isn't she, bub? She's terrible! She called me suspicious looking! Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Honestly, I think she says it to everyone. It's just a force of habit, right? For her. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. So make sure you don't show any sign of weakness, alright? Otherwise she'll eat you alive. Grr, she's got some nerve. Do you think you could write a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Powers requested add to the court record. I just hope this will give me that past that security lady. Is that it? Cool. Hi. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Honestly, how that guy ever became an actor, I'll never know. Powers request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to use of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instruction. The good detective told me himself. No! Gumshoe! Hey, Nick! Huh? There are maps in the security guard station. Did you go and steal those? Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you. Yeah, okay. Do you need something to help you calm down. Are you having a stroke? Do I need to call an ambulance? Oh, it's time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Fine, we'll pay you 50 cents. Just let us go away from you. Add to court record. Cool. Studio 1. October 6th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Hi! It's that confused detective! Hey, pal, do you know Prosecutor Edward is all upset and it's all your fault? I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. Oh, so? Hey! You're surprised. It's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. I know. I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. Oh. I can blame other people I want, but I know the truth in my heart, pal. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right, pal. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? This is my street. This is my territory. I now turned into a... I don't know where this accent is going. Well, we're on this case too, pal. Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright? I didn't even realize I started sounding like I was going to start rapping. Let's talk about Scary Security Lady. About the security lady, you know, the one who occasionally transforms into demons? Oh, that sweet old lady. Which, she's real good, pal. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? Did you not see her turn into a demon? Well, I showed her she gave me a donut and some coffee. And sure, when I showed her my attorney badge, she did nothing. Cool. Remember what Power said? She's a sucker for authority. I showed her my badge. Why didn't she let me through? Right? Like, there's a security camera right there. Like, how did no one see what goes on in the studio? She hasn't given me a piece of valuable evidence. What? Decisive evidence. What kind of evidence? That will be important for my case, and you better get that over and not give me an updated autopsy report like you did last time. Well, that photo. The photo of the still samurai had was the scene of the crime, of course. What? Who took that? See the camera up on that gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no. Nick, here's evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. The investigation. So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. How How about I buy you into my employ? No, just kidding. We're not going to be corrupt. Nick? Maybe you need to be a little more interactive with your questions? Right. So, Detective, mind if I take a look at what you've got? What I've got? The Autopsy Report, the latest version, if you please. Not a fake one again, please, or else I'm going to throw you out the window. The last case we did with involved corruption, though, where we took down... We basically took down the corrupt guy who had bought lawyers, police, everyone, who killed our old boss. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Autopsy report added to the court record. Cause of death. Pierced through the chest of the spear. Time of death. Okay, 2:30 p.m. 10. Okay. What's wrong, pal? You sim down. Don't look so happy when you say that. You'd like to ask the employees some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go! We've got a free pass to the place. That's our to chance things out. But hang on, I want to ask the reason for the arrest. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The merchant took place right over there in Studio 1. Now the victim enters Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person is none other than Will Powers. No, none else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. She already told us. Nick, if that's true, I would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. Keyword is thinks. But no, I'm not trusting her with anything. Either. And also the keyword is thinks. Could easily be deceived. Alright. So where can we see? Hang on, I should, hey, there's a camera here. That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the dial to see who went there. There's a number plate on the camera. ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. No clues here. Studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. Except for that thing was kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. Did it now? The very strong wind broke off part of a marble statue. It took that tree down with it too. Okay, the tree I can believe. The statue I find harder to believe. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked! Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. No. Hang on. There's nothing I need to present, right? Cool. Nick, look! That security lady in the guard stations is in the guard station stuffing herself with donuts. Yeah, right. Narrow's eyes. Wind, huh? Yes, wind. Must have been the wind or something. Totally couldn't be anything else. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Wow, I was not expecting Phoenix to roast the guard like that. Hey, you! Well, I ain't satisfied Powers is guilty yet. Urk! She had to make my life hard by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Photographic proof! Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left is the gate with the camera that checked the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before I go home, I do. I already talked about those two. Okay. I don't know, what am I supposed to do next? Okay, so everyone, employee. Oh, I can now go to the employee area. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Bye! October 6th, Global Studios employee area. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff! Hey, look! There's Power's dressing room! No one's in there this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Okay, hang on. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Okay, just a minute. Maybe we can find something at the souvenir? What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. You don't need a spear. Also, it's the murder weapon. That's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Anything else? Oh, this is the remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak! That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? Oh, that's... Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I set something cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this! Ladies first. What's this? That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. I thought I was saying that in my head. What else would they keep in a film studio? Okay, we have everything else. Let's go to the dressing room. October 6th. Global Dressing Studios dressing room. Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It's my fun to wear one of the costumes. Yes, it is indeed. And hang on. Let me. Nope, I can't. I need to fully unturn. But it has Harry Potter. And then the number 14 on the back of the shirt. I say you were already wearing one myself. Nick is just roasting people left and right. A window. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. Yes. Yes, I am very much big into Harry Potter. Let's see. Yeah, nope, wrong thing. You know when you can't tell on the camera? Yes, right behind me are the Harry Potter books on my shelf. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. Well, I believe this game is set in California, so you know, makes sense. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is just nice and spiky. Just how I like it. Anything else? Wait, hang on. That's new. I enjoy the books more. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Ooh! This is the wig he used in the Samurai Boogie Woogie. What now? Nick, try this on! No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at the wig? I, kinda like samurai movies. Kinda. Anything else? Hang on, there's a bag here. This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! The employee key card. That must be Power's. True, yes. Though I will be honest, I did see, before I read the books, I saw the first Harry Potter movie first, before I read any of the books, and then I read the books. Not that there aren't some good parts in the movies, but I just enjoy the books a lot more. It says Studio One. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow it. Key card added to the court record. Anything else? I wonder what else is inside Power's bag. I feel like nice. I feel like shouldn't be doing this, but you know what? We're in a video game. I don't care. Stop that. My partner, the thief in training. Anything else? Ooh, this is new. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs do you have, Maya? Wow. I think me and Phoenix somehow are telepathically communicating our thoughts to each other, because this is the second time I've guessed it. Yeah, I'm Phoenix Wright now, everyone. Hello, welcome. Oh, hang on, bed. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. Anything else? So we got that. Got that. Seems like we've gotten everything. Okay. So we're gonna move. Employee area. Move again. Hi! Fine, I'm just gonna talk to you. The guard station is a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hamper, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I've seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security firm got a good look at him, too. He's not the one that did it. I don't know who it is. Well, that statement we can agree on. Alright, have fun enjoying watching some hockey. Good one, Sunny! She thinks I was joking. Wait, what did you say? Whatever. No one ever talks about their team losing. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio! Was? Past tense? Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. How many samurai movies are there? That too, yes! He shone the brightest back in the day. Me, getting a star like him play the evil magistrate. It's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? Hang on, I do want... Okay, no, that's a guide map. Okay. But we've only gone to the gate. So we haven't got past the single gate. Right, examine. Let's try this. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go inside and check it out, Nick! I wonder if this key card we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened! Alright, we're in! He's way too happy for someone that's in a crime scene. So... Okay! October 6th, Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Does that give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. The still samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Alright. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body is still found inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it? Or this guy faked his death? Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in! Please, why did you sit in one of these? We're in an active crime scene, Maya! You cannot do this! Hey Nick, take a look at that! One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming! And look! A megaphone! A real-life megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. Look! A ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick! Right. Sorry. This girl is out there. No clues here. Oh! Wow, look at that camera! That must cost a ton! Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought! That part of don't touch it isn't clear! Hey you! No touching that! Oh, hey you! No touching that! Sorry, my partner's kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're all ears representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. Oh, Will Powers, WP. I get it! I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? You've never heard of Fry. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Talk. The day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on the staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went for the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either one of them after that. Well, Powers, did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it is his private. What do you think? What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No. I mean, I'm sure you're fine, girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting confirmation of Power's alibi. What did we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. He was the only one who came to the studio. He has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry. I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Oh! That's what I'm talking about! A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know anything about that, but the other day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, but I don't have any better information than that. I like Penny. Penny, can you join our team of detective / law offices? I'd love to voice you more. No thanks, that helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think there's a cut-in witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? Someone else came into the studio. She must have seen them. Right, guess we're moving. October 6th, Global Studios main gate. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen the ghost. Citizens claim. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I want to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time Palmer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Howard was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be! But we have a witness who thinks someone from outside... There was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek! Alright, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired Gretchen! Is that bad word? I don't know. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? You were just talking to the assistant to Studio One. Her! She's not even a full-time employee! Oh, you youngsters are like that nowadays. I don't know. Well, I'm told one thing or two, respect your elders, like when I did crying, just a poor old lady. Okay. She left? Well, Nick? This is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. True. I've never examined this area. Computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick! Maybe we can see that photo of Howard's with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Be quiet, birds! Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see first. I need the day of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1000, security lady arrives at the guard station. Please enter the number security camera. There, entered. Nothing happened. Huh? Maybe I got the number wrong. Why? Maybe we should look at the camera again? Nick! Yep, Just gonna skip through this, because we already did it. That was 307. I remember now. There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we've got. Huh? How's this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he's the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. Don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something printed on the back. Huh? October 5th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. Nope, that's the only one in the computer room. Powers photo added to the court record. Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. I'll put you in, I'll put you in, I'll put you in your place. Hey, that's what I said anyway. Let's show her this photo, see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's not a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. I just used a computer when I probably shouldn't have. Fine, you can be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was a joke. So, are we done for today? I think this photograph is what we need for the trial. So, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? I don't think so. To be continued. Yes, I would like to save. October 8th, 13th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 4. No! I'm going up against Edgeworth again? The court is now in trial. Is now a session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of the Global Studios. It's impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I'd like to move on to the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you will briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that worked in the studios was there at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is a gate, you see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. Okay, so this is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 5th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. And the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, by 10 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest with the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? You wanna listen again? I'm sorry, could you describe that one more time? I should have known it would be you, pal. Fine, one more time for the mentally challenged lawyer. Yeah, live it up while you can, Gumshoe. I'm so sorry, but I want to make sure I have all the facts right. Yep, to understand this case, the Portuguese Atlantic CUC, here is the employee area. Okay, they run through of their action scenes in the morning there. I'm just gonna read this to myself now so I don't lose my voice. Apparently that works here at CUC. Yeah. Okay, see? There's Studios. Here is Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body is found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 5th, there were only 3 people there. Victim, Will Powers, production assistant. Our staff was in the employee area until noon. After lunch, the victim jackhammer went to the studio. For after that, at 10 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. We jump ahead later that day, 10 p.m. Production staff came to the studio and wanted to rehearse a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Time of death was 3 p.m. Samurai spear. The victim's death was a murder weapon. Okay. What's the case in brief? Like to hear that again? Skip it. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Sorry, spear to the court record. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what does the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the defense declare her name? No! My, aren't you a handsome? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? No! Why are we getting women flirting with people in court? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. I'm really sick of this foolery. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please! These actors are having trouble getting a witness to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. When I was so young, it was over. I saw her phone from late. Believe it? There's this boy. Objection! I object to the witness's objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. Yes, please. I can't read that fast. Let us just get to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. You are in court. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. And to get to the scene of the day of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie! You may begin your testimony. She surely is one heck of an old bag. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 p.m. Now the murder happened to be at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there. He was heading toward the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Yeah. Since the morning. Yeah, let's press that, because that's suspicious. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching the poor Hammer and Powers observing, you know? Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whisper Snap, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job! I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always! Never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You should quit a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea! Please. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. It's okay. Yep. Okay. Let's press her first. So you saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. Wanna double check? Yeah. Okay, this is the right evidence. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai defender of Neo Day Tokyo. Miss Oldbag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that, Mr. Powers, right? That's Mr. Powers, right? No, they can't. No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers doesn't play the role. True, Mr. Powers doesn't play the role of Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently.
However, you do not have the proof that
The person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Hello? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make it known all the information in your possession ahead of time. Please, we are a professional. I'd like to keep it that way.
How's I to know? Everyone would be so nosy. You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I'd show that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow. Old windbag has left. Even Edgeworth is speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then.
Understand anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, some Powers trip and fall.
He broke one of the props.
It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his left leg, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Got to be behind something. I'll press her until she squeals. Okay. Okay. Let's press. He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
The samurai spear? The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as significant detail. Better write this down in the court record. Sorry for your update in the court record. The murder rate, a break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Yeah, we're gonna press that. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not as bad that he couldn't walk around. Went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
That's the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot, okay. Hang on. I'm not gonna present. But I want to check. I'm not sure. Is that clear as day? I'm not so sure. That just looks like it's really baggy on him. But I'm not willing to. I don't want to risk pressing that just yet. Or presenting that. I'm absolutely sure. Let's take a look at that picture again. He was walking strangely because he was injured. It does look like he was dragging his foot. See? And you didn't trust me, whispered Snapper. That's how I knew it was Howard's. Happy? Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh! So Powers sprained his ankle.
ankle. I helped to make it better for him, of course.
You helped make you helped make it better. Why is that phrase so hard to say? Is that
I kissed it where it hurt.
let's just get over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She doesn't know about Power's ankle.
You may continue your testimony. There's gotta be something I can press. Oh, no, that's not something we're pressing. Yeah, okay, neither of those are repressing. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Very well. There is one thing that bothers me, which is, where is this steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes? It's clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. Please tell me I didn't mess up. I suppose that's right. Sure, you're sure, eject! Hold it right there! We keep talking possibilities, but we all have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else could not on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. You have to consider that possibility also. Oh, goodness. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
Oh my gosh. This isn't nerve-wracking.
The time of poor old Hammer set was 3 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before them was Will Powers. No one else went in there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have been the steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right, that is what it says in the autopsy report, right? Yes, that is what it says. The only person that I saw get to the city before them was Will Powers. Oh, press this! We're absolutely sure.
Oh, quite funny. Nobody's suspicious looking passed by at all.
Always suspicious looking, right?
No one else went there.
Hang on. Yes, I'm sorry. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before one? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
Pressing? Are you sure?
Objection!
No! The witness has answered the question. Anybody going to this had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny.
You let them have it, edgy boy.
Edgy boy? Have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient! Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna save. Then, if I get this wrong, wait! No, it's still in his back! Right? Your Honor, that's... Oh, no! I did the wrong thing! Cool! Whoops, that didn't go so well. Oh, sorry. Alright, we're gonna... Are we gonna complete this trial in time? I hope so. I'd like to finish this trial. Like, surely. Gosh, it's so... Okay, if it's not it, I'm gonna continue. Hang on, is there anything else? Not flashing. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sir, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes here, it automatically takes a picture.
And here I thought you didn't know you were headed from a hole in the ground.
Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records any security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you want to break up the station, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back, the photos are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. And that means it was taken at...
Even I know that it means that was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 5th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says, photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo that day. Don't you think that's odd? Should this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please, tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, this is what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not only 1, but 2 people entered the studio that day. Yet there is only data data for one of the photos? Who covers the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. Watch your mouth. The only person that saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes. That's what it seemed to me. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Oh, believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are!
Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Old bag?
That's right! I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate, someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please. Why I'm allowing this, I don't know, honestly. But I must.
Every day after I have finished my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the forest report of the security computer and check them. I throw away any photos that are suspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss, that's the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, honey, I only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was expected, but I'd kinda expected this. You and me both. Okay. How many photos are there usually? On a day when we're open to the public, we get more than 50 people. On filming days or rehearsal days, well, we don't have much money. We never really get more than 50. That's a big day. Do you back up all the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating.
That's suspicious looking. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch the suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point. Gonna have to keep pressing her. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
A fanboy?
Those samurai photos, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging out. One of them was there that day.
Wait a second, didn't you say that no one else could get in?
I locked the main gate so no one could get in.
Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a train that goes into the employee area.
The upgrades has been listed for a while, and no one thought to get it fixed?
It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain.
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and? They're kids, children.
Kids? So on the photo that you erased.
It was a boy, probably second or third grade.
What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was the boy who looked to be about the second or third grade.
Oh yes. Well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop them, can't catch them.
A boy in the second or third grade. I assume it would be hard, if not possible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay you much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on?
I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. While the defense and prosecution to consider this new information. And not forget vile information this time. October 8th, 11 a.m., District Court Lobby, number 3. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go into the studio. I didn't go into the studio, I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the steel samurai in that security photo?
How should I know, bub? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room, bub. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? Should have taken better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. Bub, really? So where does this leave me, bub? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick! What are we going to do?
First, we'll play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right! It'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get in there a day.
Right, but we gotta pick the wrong person. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go. Sigh. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. We will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you please present the prosecution's thought on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The young person went to the studios with a boy of roughly 10 years of age. Until we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is no one else that committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant of Mr. Will Powers.
I don't want to pin... Are we going to have to pin Penny? I really don't want to have to pin Penny.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who committed this crime. Please tell me we're not. What interesting. Let's hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. Because someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great, as if those things weren't high enough. So who was this person? And are this powers committed? We're not gonna go with the grade school, boy. Gosh. I'm sorry, Penny. I really am. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing it, she became the Steel Samurai. So you're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. No! You're serious. You've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Mr. Powell's injury? Yeah, did you ever think they could be dragging because they're wearing heavy clothes and they're not used to it? Poor Powers and Portland were in the run-through. Oh, and me. What about the assistant? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. You didn't know about Powers' ankle. Shoot! Shoot! Good luck on Steel Samurai with that costume. But she couldn't have walked the Steel Samurai walk. She couldn't have limped. I takes the legs out from under that case. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as I warned. I'm afraid I have to penalize you as I warned. You know what? That's fine. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Maybe move on, Mr. Wright. Your fight isn't over yet. If you would, Your Honor, one more chance, please. Very well. Go ahead. Who's this point on Mr. Powers that could commit the murder? Well, obviously, I'm not going to choose the assistant again. It was the security lady. Went the old bag. What? Who? The Steel Samurai's dragon's left leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they have been watching the action scene run through. There's only one person other than Mr. Powers and Mr. Hammer who knew about the injury. Security lady. Old bag. What? When was that? Order. Hi, is this true? Old bag, that's Miss Old Bag to you. Miss Old Bag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the samurai costume. Then slipped into the Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why did she go through all the trouble wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right there. Sure comes in a second, baby. But does it? His ancestor end up working with the Sherlock Holmes character in the new games? That's odd. This is the part where Edgeworth pounces. If they usually jump up with objections of new evidence. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? Prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Hey, boys, don't you sit there and do something! That's my move, and now's my chance to take this the whole way. Alright, just screwed up. The very same reason that made Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast down Mr. Oldbag's actions that day. But why did I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? Forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. I didn't. Now when they love suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute! What about the other person who went to the studio?
The boy, the one whose photo I erased. It's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
That doesn't matter.
When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Or is it be nice to kids and be mean to your elder days?
I have proof.
For proof?
Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy cannot have committed this murder. Gosh. What is this about? Take that! Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in the photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? Roar! Speechless. This has got to be the first. Very well. This court will now suspend the proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. The prosecution will look further into this old bag before we can continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wait a second!
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree! Me! I'm talking!
Oh, great. Stop the presses. This old bag, what is this all about? We omitted something from your testimony.
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? But by whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? This is first? Well, testify. Hey, sorry I'd missed. Thank you so much for the raid.
Noble Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see?
It's going great. Currently, so far at least, only sort of messed up once, so that's great. They had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me just to pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to accuse me, I'm not going to let them get away scot-free. Hello, welcome, not okay. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this information to the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
Unless you're being prosecuted, then you're not. Thank you. Sorry I'd mess. For the lurk. No, this isn't a bad dream. Your Honor, witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Gosh. Okay, this is fun. Okay. That day, on the day of the murder. Yeah, we're gonna press that. Who were these other people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course.
Yeah, so I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all through the morning at the run-through. Joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There's a Studio 2? Yes! Did you not look at the map, Phoenix?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here is Studio 2. You go through the gate all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... Continue cross-examination? Can't hurt. Okay. Miss Olbach, this is a trial for murder.
I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
So you got your bonus, and you still talked. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. Yeah, let's take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some big wigs were all present. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Olbach. More information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings of the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That's all. This court is now adjourned. Oh, thank goodness. October 8th, 1 p.m., District Court Defendant Lobby Number 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me, bub.
Oh, really? It's nothing. Oh, or should I say...
We'll be going down to the studios to do more investigation. Just to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up for the next trial as witnesses for certain. That's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick? Have you figured out just who was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really been old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really, but neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone has to be the bad guy to take a bit of the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor Olympic, I feel kinda sorry for her. I don't! Well, she wasn't winning any points in there without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks guys. Okay, yeah, we're gonna save. Yes, please. Then I'm gonna see who I want to, if there's someone I want to raid. But sure, we'll raid them since they're the only person there. Yes, thank you so much for showing up. And thank you again, raiders, for joining me. Great to have you guys. And I will be streaming Friday with some Fire Emblem free houses. We're probably going to be doing some paralogs and some training because that's where we're up right now for that month, which is great. We'll finally get some more Heroes relics. But yeah. And thank you so much, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Bye.